In this video we're going to draw out my 2023 tournament schedule on this UK map, turning it from this to this. I'm playing in a lot of tournaments this year, and hopefully you'll be following along as I document my golfing progress. That's literally why this channel is called The Follow Through. Get it? For now though, here is but a mere taste of the big events we have coming up in 2023. Starting in April, on Masters Weekend, the 8th and 9th of April, we are playing the Craig Miller Park Open at Craig Miller Park Golf Club. It's the curtain raiser, and it's where Sir Nick Faldo, of course, won his final event as an amateur before turning professional the week after. That will not be the last we ever hear of that. Definitely not. Then 2 weekends later, on the 22nd, 23rd of April, we've got a Battle Trophy at Crail. And then at the end of the month, 28th, 29th, 30th of April, we'll be travelling quite a long way down from St Andrews to Devon to play at Royal North Devon in the West of England Stroke Play Championship. If that doesn't make a good vlog, then I'm just going to give up, I think. It's probably going to be the best part of 12 hours on the road, and I love a good service station, so we'll see how that goes. Shout out Gretna Services. Moving into May, and on the 6th of May, it's the 5-team championship at Pitferrain Golf Club. And I'm sorry to the people of Pitferrain. But yeah, I'm hoping to be selected to represent the new club this year. It's not guaranteed yet, but played in it last year when it was at Pitreavie Golf Club, and yeah, it'd be nice to be part of that team and try and win it for the first time. Then on the 14th, Sunday the 14th, it's the R&A Local Clubs Gold Medal, held on the old course at St Andrews, hosted by the R&A. It's open to basically the best golfers by handicap in St Andrews, or people who are members of local St Andrews clubs. And the winner of the local gold medal gets a spot in the St Andrews Links Trophy, a prestigious elite amateur event, which I'll get onto. So it's well worth winning, even if it isn't just already worth playing because it's playing the old course on a Sunday and that opportunity does not arise very much. And at the end of May, beginning of June, we move into the New Golf Club Club Championship. Always a priority for me. I think you've got to want to win the club championship of your home club. You've got to aspire to such glory. Semper Nova. And that's going to be a week of qualifying and then match play. And then June is an interesting month this year because actually I'm not intending to play that many events. There seems to be a lull in the Scottish men's Order of Merit schedule. So I'm probably going to do a bit of caddying at Dunbarney, and I'm probably going to do a bit of caddying in tournaments, hoping, and I said I'd come back to this, hoping to caddy in the St Andrews Links Trophy again. We had a lovely result last year in it, caddying for my good friend Aaron. Shout out Aaron. We came third in that last year, so I think we're hoping to team up again this year to try and take it 2 steps further. So that'd be fun, second weekend of June. And then potentially there could be some caddying going on at the British Amateur Championship, or the Amateur Championship as we must call it, thanks to our R&A friend. Shout out my boy Colin at the R&A. And this year the British Amateurs at Hillside and Southport and Ainsdale, so that'd be quite a fun trip as well, to be able to be part of that, because I've never been part of the Amateur Championship before. And that's going to be a really exciting time at the end of June. It's absolutely jam-packed with stuff, because then straight after that is regional qualifying for the Open Championship, not the British Open, American viewers, the Open Championship. And this year my local qualifying is not that local, it's at Kilmarnock Barassi over towards the west coast. The entries have only just recently opened as I speak through the R&A, but I'm hoping to get my local venue, which is Kilmarnock Barassi, and like I say, as you can see on the map, super local, but still grateful for the opportunity. And then hopefully as we move into July, we've had a good one at Kilmarnock Barassi and we can move into final Open qualifying. My local venue would be Dundonald Links, again on the west coast. So hopefully I'll be making final Open qualifying as a player. You've always got to hope that, but if not, I would hope that there'd be an opportunity to caddy at final Open qualifying as well. The weekend after that, after final qualifying, 8th and 9th of July, we're looking in Glasgow again, Cameron Corbett Vase 72-holer Scottish Order of Merit event again. And the Cameron Corbett Vase is held at Hags Castle Golf Club, which I've only heard good things about. Parkland course in the heart of Glasgow, and I've never played in it before, so it should be pretty vibey, I would say. And then I've stuck this one in here just for fun, please indulge me. 20th to the 23rd is Open Week at Royal Liverpool, also known as Hoylake, hosted by the R&A. You know, if we have a good run in regional and final, yeah, I guess we'll just play at the Open, so that'd be quite fun, or caddy at the Open, or maybe just attend as a spectator, or maybe just watch it on TV. But yeah, stick it in your calendars anyway, because if by some miracle we do get into the Open, it'd be nice to have a cheering section of all of my subscribers, which currently stands at 52. Shout out all of you, love and respect you. Ugh. I expect to see all of you at Royal Hoylake when I lift the claret jug. Moving into August. End of July, beginning of August is the Scottish Men's Amateur Championship. Quite an exciting one this year because it's being hosted by Royal Dornoch with the help of Tain in the qualifying, so that's 2 excellent venues. They're a bit far away, probably for everyone, but should be really good fun. And this will be the furthest north I've ever driven, and this will be after having driven 1,000,000 miles down south to Devon as well, so we're going to rack up some car miles this year, some petrol miles as well. Looking forward to documenting those going forward. But yeah, the current plan is probably to get a carriage caravan up at Dornoch. I think that might be the cheapest way of doing it. And get a few people together maybe, if I can find some friends. So the odds are we'll be seeing the week through to the bitter end, which should be quite fun, not bitter. And we'll be there until the end, unless we get packed out super early, and then we'll be coming back down 5th and 6th of August, Leven Gold Medal. Lever's in Fife, look at the map, and the Leven Gold Medal is another prestigious event, another Scottish Order of Merit event, held on the Leven links. Lee Westwood has famously won this event before. And earlier we mentioned Sir Nick Faldo. Now I'm just putting 2 and 2 together here, but that sounds encouraging for future English prospects in Scotland. Silence, okay. I love it. And then the 7th to the 11th of August is the Eden Tournament in St Andrews. Definitely one of my favourite weeks of the year. There's a big barbecue on the Tuesday night. Hopefully a bit of match play golf if you get through to qualifying. And it's in St Andrews, so I don't have to shell out too much for the accommodation, which is perfection. And then on the 12th of August, Saturday the 12th of August, there is the Ely Open Links Championship, which is potentially 36 holes at Ely in one day, if I could play good enough golf on that day. For those people who don't know Ely, look it up for sure. It's a beautiful place, a lovely golf course, no par 5s, just pure, unadulterated links golf. One for all you sickos out there. So if all that goes to plan, end of July, beginning of August, you know, we win the Scottish Amateur. So if all that goes to plan, end of July, beginning of August, that could be 18 rounds of golf in 13 days, which is a lot. Hence all this gym work we've been doing in the off season. And if anyone out there watching this wants to debate whether or not golf is a physically demanding sport or not, I would suggest that you please come visit me on Sunday the 13th of August. And we can discuss it, but I probably won't be able to talk much, or move, or breathe. I'll be in bed. And then we have some other Scottish Order of Merit events throughout August, which are kind of to be confirmed. Not sure if we're going to play them yet, but they do exist. They're up in the north of Scotland, or the northeast of Scotland, so we've got the Northeast Open at Crabestone. I really need to work on my Scottish pronunciation. Unfortunately, I still have this voice, so please forgive me, the people of Crabestone. And then at the end of August, there would be the North of Scotland Open at Brora, which I've only heard magic things about Brora as well. It's world famous, of course, for its roaming sheep and having electric fences around the greens that keep the sheep from eating the grass on the greens. I know it's not the only place that does that, but it might well be the closest place, and that sounds pretty cool. So that'd be fun to see if I have managed to resurrect myself from the beginning of August antics that are definitely going to happen. And as we reach September, the season's going to begin to wind down a little bit, but there's still going to be a few fun things that are happening. Fun things like on the 16th of September, which is a Saturday, there is the town match, which is the R&A versus all the local clubs of St Andrews, in what is, I believe, the biggest foursomes match in the world. And it takes place across most of the courses on the St Andrews links in one day, from kind of 7 AM to, you know, darkness. There's a lot of socialising that goes on. It's a wonderful social event, as well as an epic golf event. They really try and match up the handicaps so that every game is closely contested. And there is always an epic pub crawl that takes place afterwards that goes between the local clubs and the R&A clubhouse, which is out of action for the next 2 years, so I guess that's going to be a bit different this year. But obviously I'm an athlete, so of course I would never contemplate drinking alcohol. Please sponsor me, I'm a good boy. And apparently I wear Hawaiian shirts now, that's my thing. Apologies. And then final events of the year, we get to October. The 3rd to the 5th of October, we've got the North of England Open Amateur Stroke Play Championship. I know, but it's at Seaton Carew near Hartlepool, a links course. I've been wanting to play this one for a few years, but really looking forward to that. That'd be quite a fun little trip to the northeast. I've got a few friends down there as well that I might stay with, and that could be an enjoyable week for sure. And another road trip for the vlog content. #vlog. And finally, on the 15th of October in our schedule, and this is a presumptuous in the schedule, like by no means am I guaranteed to play this at all, because you've got to qualify for it. It's the Get Back to Golf Tour Grand Final, scheduled in at Dumbarnie. You will recall, if you watched my season review episode of 2022, that I made the Grand Final last year, which was my biggest achievement of last year, spoilers. And Dumbarnie Links is obviously where I work, where I caddy. So I qualified last year. Let's hope we can do it again this year so we can relive the fun experiences. So that is my 2023 schedule. Those events are just the big ones. There'll be big county stuff happening, I'm sure, as well, if I can try and break into the county setup with Fife. And of course some local new golf club medals and competitions like that as well. So that's it. Those are the key events making up my 2023 schedule. If you're still looking at the map, you will see that the map is pretty hectic. There's going to be a lot of driving. There's going to be a lot of fun times. There's probably going to be a lot of sad times as well. And I'll be doing my best to document all of that, because it's all interesting ultimately. So you've heard the events, make sure you make a note of the ones that you're interested in and that you like the sound of, and then you can keep an eye out for when the vlogs get released once I play the tournaments. If you made it this far into the video, then clearly you enjoy me rambling on about stuff indefinitely, specifically golf stuff. So maybe just subscribe to the channel at this point if you aren't already subscribed. Shout out to 52. So then you'll be notified notified when the tournament vlogs of your favourite tournaments are released. It saves you the effort. I'm a thoughtful guy like that, what can I say? And on a related note, if any of you watching this are able to help me with the travel or the accommodation at any of these places that I'm going to, if you're based near any of these places, then absolutely please feel free to get in touch with me. I'd love to team up. I'd love to make the story encompass everyone. I think that would be way more interesting than just doing it by myself. As always, my Patreon is linked below too for anyone who wants to offer any financial assistance for this season coming up. I haven't done the costs in this episode because it's not about the costs. It's about the fun stuff that's coming up this season, but the costs are going to mount up, especially with entry fees and then travel, accommodation, whatever. So if you'd like to provide any financial assistance whilst also being kept up to date with my progress with behind the scenes stuff that's going on, which I don't release on YouTube or any of the social media platforms, go check those out as well, Instagram, TikTok. That would be much appreciated if anyone does want to help. On that Patreon, there's going to be behind the scenes content, there's going to be bonus content. You get all my YouTube videos earlier before anyone else on YouTube. And what else do you get? You get monthly progress reports of how my swing's going and how different elements of my game are going. And I'm going to be walking through every round that I play this year and talk you through it shot by shot. I will not be doing that on YouTube because I think that's just safe for the people that are truly invested in what's going on. So that's all at Patreon, and if you're interested in that, the link's down below, and I'd appreciate any help and support. Go tell a friend, why not? And after all of that, if you don't like it, then you just don't like golf. 2023 schedule complete. See you next time.